Now in this lecture we will explain what is the dynamic memory allocation. If you have done the previous lecture was the self-referential structure. If you understand, then you can come here, dynamic memory allocation. It is very easy. In this lecture we will not solve any program. We will explain in your CAT exam type of questions you have to write in your theoretical exam. So now what is the self-referential structure? So there are two types. One is the static memory allocation and second is the dynamic memory allocation. We will cover later. So what is static memory allocation and what is dynamic memory allocation? Static already you have covered in your C programming. Memory is allocated at compile time. But now you are in data structure, so memory is allocated at runtime. What is this? We will explain. Memory cannot be increased while executing program. Okay, in static, memory cannot be increased while executing program. But in dynamic, memory can be increased while executing program. And static you have already done in array. Now in dynamic we will use the linked list. Okay, so now actually static already we have covered, okay, in the previous class. Okay, now here we will show you something different. My request also, before coming in dynamic memory allocation, you must also understand actually what is the pointer. Okay, this question it will never come in your exam, but it is very useful if you know the pointer. Okay, how it is accessing the address, storing the address. Okay, because linked list it is totally based on the pointer. Okay, so now here we will never explain anything. So now actually the mechanism by which store memory can be allocated to variable during the runtime is called dynamic memory allocation. The first question the teacher can ask you, what is dynamic memory allocation? Means what is the meaning of this? Already we have told you. Means memory can be allocated to variables during runtime. Dynamically created list insertion and deletion can be done very easily just by the manipulations of address, whereas in case of statically allocated memory, insertion and deletion lead to more movement and wastage of memory. Already in the class we have shown that in array it is not possible to delete the box. Okay, means index, it is not possible. Means you have to shift the data. Okay, but you cannot delete the size of array. But here you can also delete the size of linked list. Okay, so how, we will show you later. So there are two types of actually memories, stack and heap. Here we will not discuss because you can also pause the video, you can write it. Okay, I will not explain it. Pointer I will not explain it because it will not come in your exam. Okay, heap I will not explain because it is not in your exam. Okay, so in your we will explain you dynamic already we have explained. Static, what is the difference between static and dynamic, already we have explained. Okay, so maybe the examiner he can ask you what is the difference between static and dynamic memory, already we have explained. Okay, so you can pause the video, you can write it. So now we will cover this topic. There are 4 library functions provided by C defined under stdlib.h. Whenever you are using malloc, calloc, free, realloc, so it is necessary to write this stdlib.h. Okay, this is a library function. Okay, it will call. Okay, by the help of only this you can call this function. Okay, so first one is the malloc, second is calloc, third is free and fourth is realloc. Actually what is this? So in your exam no need to write nonsense. Okay, you have to write only this line. Whenever you are asking the malloc, you have to write only this one. ptr is equal to int star malloc 100 into size of int. You know that the size of int is only 2 byte, but by the help of this malloc you can increase the size of this int. Okay, so what is this? This is 2. Okay, suppose maybe it is 4, in some compiler it is 4, so 4 into 100 is equal to 400. So the size of ptr is now 400. only runtime, remember. So by the help of programming you cannot find the size of PTR, okay, because it is allocating runtime. Getting? Since the size of int is 4 byte, this statement allocate 400 bytes of memory and the pointer PTR hold the address of the first byte in the allocated memory. So in your CAT exam, if I will ask malloc, what is malloc? You have to write only this example, and after then you have to write one thing. One thing is, in the malloc there is only one argument, you can see 100 into size of int, okay. Now this is the structure of malloc. int star PTR, int star malloc 5 into size of int, okay. This is 4 byte, but after then 5 into 4 is 20 byte. This is 20 byte, means a large 20 bytes memory block is dynamically allocated to PTR, okay. So you have increased the size of this box. Before it was only 2 byte, now, or 4 byte, now it is 20 byte, okay. This is malloc. Now second one, this is a program I will not solve, okay. Now we are coming to the calloc. What is calloc? In the calloc also, in your exam you have to write only this one. PTR is equal to cast type star calloc n comma element size. So you can see here, there are inside this calloc there are two arguments. One is n comma element size. How to write it? PTR is equal to, here we have written float, you can also write int, you can also write character star calloc 25 comma size of float. What is the size of float? Okay, so this statement allocate contiguous space in memory for 25 element each with size of float, whatever the size. So it will be create 25 box. Getting? So you can say here also you must note it has two parameters or two arguments, okay. But in malloc there is only one argument. In calloc there are two arguments. So this is the structure of this, okay. Calloc int star PTR is equal to int star calloc 5 comma size of int. It is only 4 byte, but 5 into 4 is equal to 20. Before the box was 20 byte, but here there are total number of 5 boxes, 1 2 3 4 5. It will allocate, means PTR is equal to just like an array, okay. Means 5 blocks of 4 byte each with dynamically allocated to PTR, okay. This is calloc. So now maybe in your exam the examiner will ask the difference between malloc and calloc. Already we have explained. Here no need to write the program, okay. You can also write the program in your laptop. Now what is free? Okay, whenever you have allocated memory, then you can also free it. Means a free method is in C is used to dynamically deallocate the memory. Once you allocate the memory, after then you can also deallocate the memory. What is the disadvantage of array? Array, once you initialized, after then you cannot decrease the size of this array, but by the help of linked list you can also remove the size, okay. Suppose there are 5 boxes, so if you will delete one box, then after then the size will be 4 by the help of linked list. After then I will show you. So whatever the memory allocated using function malloc and calloc is not deallocated on their own, and hence the free method is used whenever the dynamic memory allocation take place. It helps to reduce wastage of memory, freeing it. This is the benefit of linked list, okay. So whatever the extra spaces in your computer, you can also remove the extra spaces, okay. Now this is a free, you allocated, and once you have written free, then it will be go to dustbin. Getting? Very simple. Now this is the program. I will not explain here because you are preparing for the CAT exam, theoretical exam. Now what is realloc? Suppose you want to modify the size. In this condition you have to use the realloc. Realloc means reallocation. method in C is used to dynamically change the memory allocations of a previously allocated memory. In other words, if the memory previously allocated with the help of malloc or calloc is insufficient, suppose you are thinking this is insufficient memory and you want to increase or decrease, in this condition you have to use realloc. Okay, realloc can be used to dynamically reallocate memory. Reallocations of memory maintains the already present value and new blocks will be initialized with the default garbage value. Getting? So how will you write? You will write PTR is equal to realloc. This is the new size. This is the old size. Remember, PTR is equal to realloc. This is the old size. Now this is the new size. Whatever you want to write, where PTR is the reallocated with new size. Okay, so what is this actually? Now here you can see int star PTR is equal to int star malloc 5 into size of int. This is 4 byte, 5 into 4 is equal to 20. So the box of this size is equal to 20 bytes. Okay, large. Okay, now suppose you want to increase this box. So how will you write? PTR is equal to realloc. PTR, what is PTR? PTR is this. This is 20 byte. This is 20 byte. Now you want to increase. So how will you write? 10 into size of int. Whatever the size of int, suppose 4 into 10 is equal to 40. So now it will be 40. This size is 40 now. Before the size was 20. So by the help of realloc, you can modify the size of this box. Okay, this is the in your exam they will ask you. So this is the program, I will not explain. There are some questions we asked in your interview. Okay, already we have explained what is the difference between malloc, calloc, such type of questions they have asked. Maybe such type of questions will ask in your CAT exam. Okay, in your CAT exam they will ask only difference between malloc, calloc, free, realloc. Okay, they will not ask about memory leak or something like that. Okay, or free they will ask. Okay, Danling pointer, this is out of syllabus, but it is very important for your interview. Okay, thank you so much.